Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Anno 1800 once more to Ground Zero, the center of our metropolis that is coming along. Lots of people here already watching how the Iron Tower is, in construction. The foundation is coming along. Our central park provides enough leisured activities for my workaholics, right? And we have also a growing skyline, and this is also where I would like to continue with my skyline. The first thing of business today is providing one more good for my investors, and that's the cognac. And then we have everything here actually, right? The furniture store is already providing, so this is not a big deal. The cognac is a problem though. Now let's just, before we go into the cognac section, let's actually have a look at the demand that my current skyscrapers are, and that is at 1. So we can kind of like calculate it up to 3 to 4 maximum that will ever need this, right? Even if I upgrade a whole bunch of them, we're still going to have a nice buffer room here. So 4, I should say. And as we can see, an artisan workshop here that is, by the way, consuming 350 artisans is producing 1 per minute. We're definitely going to boost it, so we do need 2 of them, and that leaves me with 4 cherry wood orchards that we need. We need some vineyards and we need sugar. These are resources that are all rather easy. The vineyards are already producing, and we have more space here for more of them. So I would like to go one step further to the cherry wood, and the cherry wood we're probably going to use up here. Now I do have a lot of these lumberjack huts that are providing the logs for my bustling industry, and problem is they're consuming a lot of space and they're just very cheap to import, right? So the logs is something that we can easily import into our economy with a bit of elevators that we have, and we're capping it constantly. So Captain Tobias here is already coming in 13 minutes again, so that means it's like halfway through, and we're still sitting at 3,800 there. We can also have a look at the total consumption of my logs here. That is at a whopping 128 tons per minute right now. Even if I keep some logging camps available, we should be calculating with 100 loss, so that means that we probably need around 2,000 tons every cycle. Let's make it 2,200 tons. 4,000 is way too much anyway. So we are golden on the logs. Let's get rid of them and use this space here for some, cherry wood orchards. The cool thing is they just fit in, right? I mean, for me at least, they fit in. Once again, we do need to lay them out in like a plantation style, since we have the mod. Let's just make sure that we have this tiny road connection up there leading to the castle that we have overlooking Panagos. I mean, you have a glorious view over the whole city from up here. No doubt about that. Just fine looking overall. And we definitely want to have now our cherries here. I need 4, as I said. And that's them, right? It's not more than that. 4 we have. I think they will also look quite nice, so let's just build them right away. Let's also upgrade this warehouse here. Each one of them consumes 35 farmers. This is actually probably the most important thing. So since we do have a work village, we should probably also have a farmer village somewhere. I don't know. It's going to get tough to implement this anywhere really that we have. I mean, I could think about it up here. That might be something. We could also think about... not really. Yeah, as you can see, this will be tough. Deciding where we should have a farmer village. We have still this island available with a school. Let's get rid of that school here. No, let's just keep it for the moment. It's a nice school overall. Now they're working. Lots of trees up here on the foot of the hill, the foot of the castle hill here, and they're now, of course, immediately producing for me a bit of cherry wood. That's one thing. The other thing is sugar. Now, sugar is actually a bit more tricky because we are consuming sugar already for my chewing gum production here, and sugar, of course, consumes a lot of sugar cane, which is consuming a lot of space. So this is something where we need to be absolutely sure that we have enough of everything. And with the sugar cane, as you can see, we're already even, right? So there's not much more room here for improvements. We're already boosting them quite a bit. I could think about boosting those guys here with another trade union. In fact, this is exactly what I would like to do. We're going to use another trade union here. Now we can kind of like squeeze them in again. Just make sure that this one here actually has the room up here. And this one has the crops in here. Oh, and we are under attack once more too. I think actually, wait a second, if we're smart about this, we can squeeze in 3 of them here, right? This is probably my way to go, because with that we actually can use the trade union here to boost 3 of them. Space-wise, it might be a bit tight then. Oh, just in time, there is another attack. This time it's actually Princess Ching and the Admiral combining the forces, though I think the Admiral is just waiting it out. He just looks what Princess Ching is doing. If I were Princess Ching, I would take a note of this one here and probably just declare war on him too. Unfortunately, she's forbidden by law to do that. Yeah, and she's getting into the meat grinder there, or the steel grinder, and she's getting wrecked, of course, in the progress. No problem for my defenses, and my workers do get a nice solid action. Alright, so we have 3 here. Come on, we can do better, right? Problem is we have the mountain up here, so my warehouses are definitely a bit tricked here. I might consider getting rid of this one. Then we can squeeze it in just fine. This one here will need a few more fields that we can probably squeeze in over here. That's absolutely fine now, right? So that's 124. 4 fields are missing. And unfortunately, we cannot absolutely do here anymore. This is fine though too. And yeah, perfect. With that, we can squeeze in a 4th one here too. And we got the trade union working. Do I have anything to boost them already? The plantations here, unfortunately, is not affected by that. So we will need some new, items for this. However, of course, with that already, we have now a nice surplus to afford me at least 2 more sugar refineries that we can then have here too. The sugar refineries are boosted, so actually we just need 1 of them to make up for it. Righto, there you go. All easy and dandy. Let's upgrade that warehouse here to accommodate the additional cost. And just because I'm in the mood for it today, let's also go ahead and make an enclosed greener here, even though this, of course, is an industry zone. Speaking about the industry zone, I would like to upgrade all the roads here, of course. It just makes sense. So let's go ahead and upgrade all the roads here for 200 tons of bricks. We have plenty of that. And, you know, in fact, we could also go ahead and I think there's no better way of doing this. So we're just going to do it like that to upgrade the whole island of Manola here for 800 tons. That's fine too. Poof, there it goes. And we got it all paved out now. Perfect. The sugar is working. Do we have a trade route already for this active? We don't. So the explorer will be able to take now some sugar there as well over to Panagos. 100 tons should suffice. Let's just make it 200 tons because I think there's nothing else we need then here. We probably will need something else. Perfect. Off it goes, the sugar. With 4 more additional tons. What's the surplus production here? It should be 4, right? Yeah, it is 4. That's 40, 80, probably 100 tons that he delivers them back and forth with each haul. So this is something that we absolutely can do. Back to Panagos. The fleet is backing off again. There wasn't even a siege this time around. My tea is safe. My productions are safe. And yeah, I would like to continue. Here we have the cherry wood now. So I'm considering with 4 tons that we need, right? So the cherry wood. There it is. We're producing 4 now. With the grapes, how's it looking over there? The grapes, actually, we have a negative production right now. Let's go ahead and build the remaining 3 that we have. They're already boosted as far as I know. Do we have perhaps for us? We don't have for us. I will need to get another for us here for the 50% bonus that I can do. And, oh, the trade union affects the vineyards. Attractiveness they would give me. The Walter Water Locket Wines Wandering Leaflet. Interesting, right? What a coincidence. Over here, we still have those 2 lumberjack huts. Let's get rid of them. We don't need them, since my docklands provide. She seems rather enthusiastic about this water. There's still this sawmill here that we also don't need. And let's just get rid of the road here, which we also don't need. Let's be honest about that. And with that, let's go ahead and have us a few more vineyards. This one. Squeeze in another one then here. Should be fine, really, because this is just a sawmill. And poof, there they are once more. Let's also upgrade this warehouse here right away. Also getting boosted right away, of course, with our nice seed here that we have. And also medal winning producer that we also passively produce more champagne now, of course. For us, definitely should be coming in here for that. Let's quickly check out the champagne. It's a surplus production. That's fine now with that. And with this, we have a surplus production of 6. Nah, it's 2 actually. So for us is needed. And then we have all the wine that we need for all the cognac and all the champagne that we'll ever need. So let's get us this guy over here at Eli. He's usually very common, so no problem about this. And with that, we have all the prerequisites finished for our cognac production. Once again, another rather simple production that gets so easy because you're already having complex production chains in place, right? Wine is already affected, sugar is already affected by something, space is getting rarer, and this makes the whole production of cognac a bit more difficult than it should be. I would like to improve it by electricity, so we do need 2 of them in total. And I know just the spot for it. We don't need an own industry area just for this, right? The Artisan Workshop Cognac just fits in so nicely into any kind of district that we have that is close to artisans, I think. So we can have both of them here like this, right? And they have then this nice entry point. I mean, look at that. It really looks like they belong in a city rather than in an industrial zone. So you have the front then here, and then you have the back. Let's build them right away, because why not? And they actually almost look like hotels, especially from this side here. Beautiful, beautiful factories, really. In the back, we have then the warehouse that we can upgrade a few times so that it fits in. Let's also have this road here coming out a bit better. And then we actually might just have, yeah, this tiny space here for a nice fountain that we can have on both sides there, just to add some ornaments as well, since this is an important warehouse, right? And with that, we have the new production then ready for action. Once the sugar comes in, everything should be ready for some cognac. Overall, we have a lot of resources, and I would like to continue with a lot of upgrades. So this whole row here we can now upgrade to investors. Go ahead and do this. The same thing applies for these guys here. And these guys. Perfect. That's a lot. We are actually getting closer to 1000 influence. We get a lot of people still here. Perfect. And then also close to the World Fair, where we have the member club available. Still 7000 engineers. We do need a few for research. We do need a few for monuments to come still. But overall, we can be safe with, let's say, above, I think, 3000 engineers. That should be fine. All right. Building material wise, we're fine too. Here we got a whole row of engineers still that we can upgrade. Before we do this, where's the members club? There's no members club here. We'll need to provide one. I think that's it. Yeah, we're out of timber, really. That's fine. I think they will need a members club though, right? No, actually there is one. 100% really. We have the members club over here. And this single members club over there provides enough coverage for all of these here to also get 100% coverage. Then I'm fine with it. A few more artisans here. Let's upgrade them too. But now we really need to wait for some timber to roll in again. But yeah, this area is then growing nicely. Yeah, with the building materials, let's continue with some upgrades there again. This whole row we can still upgrade, and I would also like to see those artisans vanish for engineers and investors. We got this warehouse there in the center that is, as far as I know, is providing the subway station here with materials, right? So of course we're getting rid of that because it just doesn't fit in, but we have our sexy warehouse available that we can use right here in the town center. That, well, kind of like acts like a warehouse, but we can also have, yeah, residences just beside them. So we're going to move a few from the industry zone here away, that we can then also upgrade to engineers with to investors with that as well. One more, there it is. Perfect, to create this new block here. And with that, yeah, you don't even notice it, right? Just fits in there like that. A little skyscraper as well for the warehouses. Now for the upgrades, we're at 70 tons of timber only. I would like to also reduce the artisan workforce there significantly. We have too many of them right now, and yeah, here we got a lot of artisans still that we can upgrade, but of course it's going to take a while to catch up with the timber production there again. How much timber do we produce? 40 per minute. That's not a lot, so it actually went down quite a bit now. We can, however, of course, still reinforce this production just nicely there too. Over here probably we're doing this, consuming then more logs than ever now. So we just need to make sure that we're not topping the 4000 tons here, right? This is still fine for the moment. The discrepancy that we have with the docklands, we can easily compensate that. Another interesting thing is we are actually consuming more caoutchouc that my huge collier can take, right? My huge collier here can take 600 tons in each direction, so I needed to assign now a second one, the wild thing, to it, because as a matter of fact, we're producing so much caoutchouc that the storage in Manolar of caoutchouc is getting full, right? So just remember, we just left 600 tons for the huge collier. It was actually capping before that, because there's so much caoutchouc coming in thanks to my boosted plantations. We need actually a second huge collier to keep up with the volume. Alright, let's head back there, because I think I got a nice notification. And that's, of course, the Iron Tower has finished its next phase, and we can finish this one right away. For the third phase, yeah, well, we do need to do a quest, unfortunately. I don't like requirements by quests, so we need to please the queen right now if we want to continue with this next step. There it is, a trifling matter, a demanding guest, and the trifling matter, the 8th wonder, finish building the Iron Tower phase 2. And have a hotel in front of the Iron Tower right away. This is something we almost did, kind of like. I mean, you do have a view here, right? But of course, she wants it like that. So let's provide a hotel that we do keep in this area, or should we not keep it? I mean, there is a nice spot here for another monument. It's a shame, really, if we need to do it like that, but I think we do. We can move it again if I want to. Right, let's not kid ourselves. Actually, you know what? Let's move it a bit away there. We keep this one here in the straight line, and then we'll just see what we do out of that. Timber is what we need actually to finish this. While we're here, we can also do the market research. Place a gazebo plaza next to the engineer skyscraper. Over here, we have some engineer skyscrapers with a bit of space, hopefully, to add this gazebo plaza. We probably can add it right here in the center of it. I mean, it really doesn't fit in as an ornament, right? But he wants it like that. Now that we've built it, yeah, well, we can get rid of it again. Instead, probably a little fountain or so would just go a long way for this area. We can build the hotel finally. Let's do this. This finishes the quest. He approves of the hotel's location, but of course it doesn't end here, unfortunately. Deliver the holiday reading to the Imperial Quartermaster's vessel. And an antique novel will just be fine to deliver the right one, and she's thrilled at the juicy reading recommendation you've provided, and we get 18 knights. Another item that we can use, I guess, for something then. Next up on the list is choose someone to be at the Queen's maidservant. That we got a 3 available here. Right, so we got the sharply tongued maid. We got... We do have the sharply dressed maid over here, and we do have the destitute maid. Now, as you've probably seen already, the sharply tongued maid is something that she doesn't like, right? And she would not choose it and choose her own. So we have those two options here, is sharply dressed maid and the destitute maid. Both of them are actually the right choice. Some only give you different rewards. Let's this time go around with the destitute maid. As in my last playthrough, I went with the sharply dressed maid. So the destitute it is this time. There it is. And she approves of my choice. We get a white peacock legendary item for the zoo. And since we have a zoo, we should probably use it right away to get some juicy attractiveness out of it. And now she wants one more thing, and that's the recipes. And after choosing all of the right options here, cake, rum, sugar, and jelly, we should probably also hopefully get the best recipe out of this one here, and it's a pudding that we are cooking here for her. An ode to color, texture, and taste. And I think more people are piling up here. I think we need to implement some rules. Alright, of course, there's also rumors of an assassination of the Queen, so we need to have a police station near the Iron Tower. For this, I would actually like to use now my skyscraper police station that we have available. Probably right here where the investors end, we can have a nice big police station in the center of it all. And now we need to find the conspirators. Busy farmers. Is it them? Or is it the gang of workers? Or is it the exalted artisan? Of course, it's the workers. Let's try to corrupt him. And yeah, they have one in order, and it's a group of workers moving crates near the harbor. Over there. Probably not in the best behavior. Now we need to collect them from our harbor and probably deliver them over. We also got some nice items here that we can use then next. And let's use the conspirators and get them back where they belong. Turning them in to Archibald Blake. I wonder why not to Eli. And George Smith Statue of Universal Collaboration for the town hall. Income reduction, but also right reduction for houses. So the queen should be absolutely safe now. She approves and also congratulates me on an all-around wonderful job. And with that out of the way, we can now finally finish the Iron Tower also with the superstructure, a skeletal hint of grandeur to come. We have the building materials, some 500 artisans, and we can start on this. And with that, we just need to wait now some 30 minutes, and then we can finally finish that tower. And we do this in the next episode, of course. Stay tuned.